The Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Oh, 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 I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double cross me.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hi.
Let's do it again. I got to push the buttons. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, the buttons help.
It's like our first fucking day. And all my stuff's all messed up. All my shit.
It probably would have helped if we'd have logged on another day to just check everything.
Whoa.
No, we are fly by the seat of our pants.
Fuck yeah. I like them pants.
Yeah.
No, and it went okay, so in all fairness.
Okay.
I have been burning the candle from all ends, and I cut it in the middle, and I burn it again. I've just been going crazy.
And me, which is why I'm sick again.
Yeah.
I have another cold. I'm y'all can hear it, I'm sure. The whole right side of my face is all messed up, i.e. I can't breathe. So yeah.
Actual King Smith said
come through.
Radar didn't mess up. We already started well. I'm like, dude, no, I already messed up the whole time.
Oh yeah. He couldn't hear me for the last 10 minutes.
because my headphones weren't plugged in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they were, and I'm going, hello, like an idiot. So hi, how is everybody? What's going on? It was a nice long break. Well, I mean, you didn't obviously have a break. You've
Not
been
at all.
working your ass off and doing little preteen girl things for the soccering. And
actually, you know what? I have two. My girls are U19, so they're all 16 and up.
Ones.
Yeah, and then my boys are U12.
Okay, so it's the boys that are the preteens.
The preteens. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we had our first. Well, the boys had their first tournament last weekend.
Okay.
And I was gonna get a picture of them, and I didn't. So that's my fault. So it was our home tournament, and we lost all 3 games.
Aw, poor baby.
Yeah, it was sucked.
Oh.
But you know what? I will take two of the losses were completely my fault.
Well,
as the coach, I was trying to do the right thing because it's the home tournament and letting all the kids get equal time in front of their parents.
Oh, see, so that was a good thing, even though it was a bad thing.
Yep. Well, and then my kid. Right. My kid is one. I have 2. Well, actually, I have 3 goalies on that team, but 2 kids are pretty decent at goalie. Both of my goalies are pretty good. Right. They'll go out there and they were stopping amazing stops. And then someone would pass back to them and they just watch the ball go in the net. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? They were having awesome goals or awesome stops and then just no.
Oh, well, so, there you go. Hey, you want to hear what I did over the break?
What's that?
I was wearing flip-flops, walking on my rock path that goes from my car to my house.
Yeah.
And I was carrying a bunch of work stuff, and I was carrying this cup right here. This cup. No, this is not one of those fancy schmancy.
It's not a Stanley Cup?
Cheapy. God, no. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. And I went to slip. My shoe slipped, and I went to fall. And I thought, if I drop all this paperwork, it's going to be all over the place, and the ground was kind of wet. So I couldn't let go with this hand. And something in my brain didn't realize that I was holding on to this in this hand. So this hits the ground, and my face hits this.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all can see. I have a big old snaggle tooth up front.
Oh
now.
no!
I broke the bottom half of my front, right? So now I'm like, it's pretty. It's pretty. If my milkshake doesn't bring the boys to the yard, this tooth is definitely gonna do it.
Oof, that sucks, dude. That sucks.
Well, nice thing about it is it was a clean break because I had broken that same tooth as a kid. And that was a buildup that had been put on it and fixed 30 years ago.
Okay.
So it just popped that right off.
Yeah.
So all I have to do now is go in and have them redo it. And it's a quick, easy fix. But again,
Yeah, but it still
I'm
sucks.
so busy, and it happened right before Christmas that, everybody was booked and this and that. So I haven't had it fixed yet. I'm just making it a conversation piece
It's my conversation piece. That's awesome.
because nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to say, oh, has it always been like that, or what's going on with you? So I just very politely bring it up like, why are you staring at my tooth? Are you staring at my tooth? You're giving me a don't stare at my tooth. And then I'm like, no, I'm just joking. It's
You're like,
so
no, I am staring at your tooth. You screwed up.
yeah. Yeah. And everybody's like, so what'd you do? I'm sure it's funny. And I went, yeah, it kind of is. I'm an idiot. So there you go. So yeah, so now I have this lovely snaggletooth. It's pretty.
Well, I mean, that's fun though. It's better than nothing. I will give you that.
Yeah. 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 It's the gift that keeps on giving because it continues to be there until I get it fixed, and I just get to talk about what a dum-dum I am.
I mean, it's
So how was your Christmas
It
and New Year's?
sucked. It sucked.
Oh
No, but we were
no,
so
that's not
busy,
good.
and Jimmy didn't get to come home. My son who's in Germany, he didn't get to
Yeah.
come home, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like kind of sad face a little bit.
Aw.
You know what I mean?
Well, to make you feel better, all of my children and family had other plans that are here local.
Yeah.
So I jumped in the car with my friend Andrea and went to her sister's house for Christmas.
That actually sounds
And
like a lot of fun.
I did literally nothing. I didn't drive. I didn't cook. I didn't have to clean. I was a slug
Well, that's
all
cool.
of Christmas. Yeah,
Let
that's
me
all I did.
let me show my girls. Send this.
Yeah.
These are my gals. That's in Sturgis.
I still want to know why you're not in a pink shirt.
Because I don't have pink shirts. I'm not tough enough to wear pink.
Well, you should. And then you can just tell people it's salmon. It's
Well,
salmon.
and then what they did is they just so the high school team has different jerseys, right?
Mhm.
And so then the soccer association kids, and so they had to they just bought pink shirts and like iron numbers on the back. So it
Well,
worked out.
good for them.
But that tournament we took third. We won 2, lost 2, took third. So
Well, good.
yeah.
Yay.
And then
those are your big girls.
those are my big girls. Those are all the girl in the sweatshirt is my daughter. And then they're all friends. I mean,
Their picture turned out a little bit more organized than your little girls did. When
oh
you
yeah, my little
showed them.
girls was horrible.
There, half of them aren't paying attention to the camera,
Yep.
and half of them are wandering off. Little kids are great that way, though.
Yeah. But you know what? I really enjoy them. I do.
The little ones?
All of them.
Oh, all of them.
Because-
I figured you enjoyed the big ones because they kind of sort of listen.
They
I
listen.
think the little ones would be the most fun though, because
I think
it's
different. So the big ones are nice because they do listen, but I don't even I just go to practice and I have some drills for them to do stuff I want them to work on and whatever.
Mhm.
But for the most part, they already know what they're doing. Does that make sense?
It's your job's not as complicated.
Right. And the little kids, it's so much growth, but their attention span's so short. So it's challenging to try to teach them the fundamentals, but still have them progress and keep their attention.
Yeah.
But my middle boys are almost the worst because they don't pay attention and they don't know what they're doing.
And I'm sure they stink
No,
because I have a
fine.
13-year-old grandson and he is always funky.
Well, they're U12, so they're all 10 and 11.
So they're not quite in
They're
that
not quite
stinky
as stinky
stage
yet. No, but my older son than that, he is 13. And yeah, his cleats don't live in the house. His soccer, now it's indoor,
There's
so it
stuff
shoots.
it can't.
No, it cannot.
No.
Yeah.
No,
and
it
then
can't come inside.
and then his socks are too small and they have giant holes. They're my lucky socks. Dude, they don't fit and they're crusty. They are literally crusty. Throw them away. And I bought him, I just go and throw his old shit away and buy him new shit. And then he's
you
like,
have
"Where's
to
my socks?"
because you're not gonna do it.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh yeah. Mine, I'm at the point now where his laundry basket is become hazardous waste
Mhm.
and it has to stay in the laundry room at all times.
Yes.
Like he gets undressed and then everything goes in the laundry room. So the very moment he's done with I just throw it in the washing because otherwise, I mean, you open up his bedroom door and it's like a cloud of funk.
Right.
Everything's funky.
Well, and this is okay. So we're going to transition a little bit. I'm going to parlay this a little bit into what I was thinking.
Parlay away.
We've been doing this for a year now. This is our
Yes.
Well, tomorrow officially is our 1-year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
And I kind of wanted to go. I didn't actually produce anything like, oh, year in review, like, Snapchat does that shit or something. I didn't want. I kind of want to do something like that, but I didn't. But I wanted to like just kind of talk about it a little bit because I was doing some reflection on it today.
Oh, you reflected.
I was, just a little bit because so much has happened.
I didn't reflect as much as you did.
Well, so much has happened this last year, I think.
Yeah.
In this whole crazy world, but especially in the smoke pit realm.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you went crazy and you got sick and then you didn't get sick and then whatever.
Yeah, and I had a surgery.
Yeah, and you've got look at you now. You got a different camera set up, and you're like all professional. And I didn't change really anything. I did change my background a little bit. I put some books up.
Oh yeah,
so I look fancy. Right. I look fancy with the books.
And I have a new grandchild since the show started.
Yeah,
and he's a whole 10 months old now.
Mm-hmm. And your daughter changed duty stations.
Yeah, she went from Alaska to Kentucky.
Yeah,
she's doing great there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's great.
You went from little bitty girls to big girls with soccer people. With soccer.
Gary says crazy. It's been a year, right? I can't believe it's been a whole year. It seems like it's went because part of it, and especially after this little break we just took, it felt like I felt duality above it. One way, it kind of feels like we've been doing it forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then part of it feels like we just started doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
So, but I don't know. I think it's been a cool journey this last year.
We've had some great people on.
We have.
We've had some great substitute co-hosts on.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about
substitute host one time.
Yeah, substitute host. That's right, because you had to peace out.
I did. I had that deal, and then Ice came in for me.
Yeah, you sure did.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else have we done? Let's see. The
things
we've talked about.
Oh, we've talked about all kinds of shit. I'm going back. I think just about everyone's co-hosted with me but Spanky. I think Spanky and Pookie. Because Kaz was on with me. King Smith's been on with me.
And Spanky offered.
Ice has been on.
Every time she's offered, somebody else jumped in and said, "No, bitch."
Yep. No, not your job. I got this.
They're like, "No, I want to. I want to talk to Radar."
Yeah. Coach has been on a few times. Yeah.
We had Massey, right?
Yeah, Massey's been on a couple times. Yeah. I guess CQ hasn't been on.
No, snob.
He's so busy with his own show.
Yeah.
Right. But so so for the next couple weeks, we're going to be kind of in and out. I am playing, so we practice at the college.
Across the street?
Across the street.
Is that one? Okay,
yep.
Across the street.
Like literally, it's great because it's right across the street. Yeah. But they have got softball, they've got their own soccer program, they've got indoor track, they've got wrestling, they've got all different kinds of people. We all practice in the same space.
Yeah.
And so Coach says seeing you pick your nose is much better than what's on TV right now.
That's great. I'm so happy. That's good because I'm going to be jacking with my nose. That right side won't stop running. It's like
but anyway, and I've got a schedule and I'll post it in our thing. But we're going to be kind of on and off for the next month or so, 3-4 weeks.
Oh, look. Oh, my thing finally caught up. I can actually see comments now. Oh, yay.
Yay.
I couldn't see anything a minute ago and I kept looking over there and it was acting wonky and Oh, look at everybody that's here tonight.
I know.
Hi, everybody. Look at it. Jimmy's here and Heath. Oh, I'm shocked Heath is.
I know,
He
weird.
never
Well,
shows up. Ever.
he's only ever been to like every show ever made, I think.
Yeah, ever.
I love it though. I love
Gary. Hi, Gary. And look. Oh, Spanky's there.
Yep.
Spanky, I see Spanky.
I think
Look
I
feel
think she's still driving
special.
home, isn't she?
Probably. If
Yeah.
she's doing the watching car vroom vroom, yeah, more than likely she's driving home.
Hope she's being
from work.
safe. Just be safe, Spanky. But yeah, we're gonna be
Wow.
kind of crazy, and I'll put the schedule up for you.
Oh, and
anyway,
you
so
know what? Who's this? Jovelyn? I don't want to screw up her name, but I don't want to not say hi to everybody. I see Jovelyn from the Philippines, but
Yes.
working in Saudi. Look at that.
That sounds fun. I don't know.
That
Not right
does sound
now.
fun.
Not right now. They're like people
Oh,
shooting at the.
yeah.
I don't want to be all that.
Well, I just had a conversation, I think it was earlier today, with a friend about another friend who's taking a job in like Costa Rica for a year.
Really?
And she's like, "Oh, I totally couldn't do that. I don't know, leave home and go and work somewhere else." And I'm like, "I'd do it for the
Mhm.
right money.
Yep.
I would pop smoke as long as I could afford to keep my house here and
Mhm.
keep my kid happy because I got the kid. He's a little special.
Yep.
And but if I could do both, I would totally. That would be great. Go to another country that wasn't at war with anybody and work. I would like to do
See,
that.
I don't. Yeah, I
That
don't
would be
want to. I don't
fun.
want to do that. I mean, here's the deal. Not saying I don't want to do the whole war deal, but if I'm going to do the whole war deal, I want to do the war deal. I don't want to go like work in Saudi Arabia and like hide in a bunker every time there's IDF. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, if that's where you're going, if I'm
Yeah.
going to a place that's got a conflict, I'd rather be there with the conflict.
Yep.
But if I could go somewhere where I didn't have to have a conflict, I would totally go there.
Ooh, Patrick says I would love a job that sends me somewhere warm every winter. Right? That's
Well, where is it cold? How
I don't
cold
know
is
where.
it? It's not that cold
It's
right now.
fucking supposed to be cold as balls here. Like
Yeah, but you live
highs.
in the Arctic North.
Whoa. We
Dum-dum.
don't. We're not that far north.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be
close
like
enough
highs
for
of like
me.
negative 20. Highs of negative like
Nah.
10 or 20 on Saturday. Fuck that. It
No,
was
we're
like
still
50
getting, We're
today.
still getting highs in the upper 60s, so no.
Yeah, it's been like in
No.
the 50s and 60s around here. We almost got all of our snow melted again, and which is great.
Our weather, let me see. I'm gonna look up our weather for the next week and see if I need to be sad or happy. Let's see. Do I have to be sad or happy? Tomorrow's gonna be a high 71.
That's not bad. I'm looking
But
at
now
mine.
next week is my problem week. It's gonna be like highs in the 30s.
Yeah,
36,
see.
36. But then it's gonna bounce right back and be like in the 60s by Friday. So
Wah. But it's supposed to be let's see, Saturday's high of negative 10, Sunday high of negative 8, Monday high of 1.
That's horrific.
But then back in the
That's
20s and 30s next
horrific.
week. There's a chance of snow in that too. But you know what? When it snows that
Cold?
when it's that cold, the snow just blows away. It's great.
Oh, so it doesn't have any staying power.
Yeah, and people wonder why the Dakotas are fucking barren. That's right. Yep. I'm just so I kind of wish the whole winter. Okay, I despise the cold. Okay, despise it. But
Yeah, but you live somewhere where you know it's going to get cold.
hold on, it usually only does this for like a week. Okay,
Oh.
now for the last like 3 years, we've had 4 years, we've had really mild winters, and all these people have moved here from Texas and Arizona and California and fucking Seattle, Washington. All these places are like that are temperate in the wintertime, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We need like a fucking 2 months of like negative 10s.
To just push all the people
Get
back
them
out.
and remind them why people don't, because when it's a high of negative 10, it's like 20 or 30 below and then you add the wind in that. You go outside. If you go outside, you can't go outside to start your car without getting frostbite.
No,
You know what I
thank
mean?
you.
Like,
No.
yeah, let's do that. So I need
Don't
about 2
appreciate
months
that.
worth of that. I'm not gonna love it, but I've lived here for 20 years.
Yeah, so you're
And I
used to
grew
it.
up. I grew up not far from here, so I grew up in the tundra. So, yep, it's not just a Toyota pickup; it's also a place people live. That's
Yeah,
right,
no, I don't
Keith.
think I could.
There are only 3 things that don't get cold in the winter: penguins, polar bears, and whores. That's right. Phil
Why'd you
said
gotta
3
put me
years
on
ago
blast
you
like
had
that?
Snowmageddon. That's what Phil said 3
We
years
did.
ago.
We
You had
did have Snowmageddon 3
Yep.
years ago. The entire state, to include the coastal cities, got snow, and we locked everything down for like a week. Like I couldn't even get out of my driveway. There was so much ice and snow.
Huh,
It was horrific.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Everything shut down. Everybody in Texas was losing their damn mind.
Right. See, here
When
we
Corpus Christi gets snow on the beach, you know something wonky's happening in the state of Texas because that's not normal.
It was last year when I came down for Jimmy's mom deal, and it was like fucking 10 below in like Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, but Dallas Fort Worth gets that off and on.
Not
They'll
that
get
much
the
though.
bottom
Not
side, they'll
like
get the
fucking
bottom side
below
of something
0.
from Oklahoma.
Like, because I lived there for what, like 4 years, and like it would get down to like 20s, right?
Yeah.
But not fucking below 0 stuff, and it was like below 0. It was fucking cold. We had a really bad.
Yeah, it can get cold
Yep.
sometimes.
Phil said we need another snowstorm like that. These Southerners are getting cocky again.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all get snow? Lance, yeah, where do you live at, buddy? Where are you not getting snow? I want to move there.
Where Lance? Are you in some tropical fucking island? Where the hell are you at?
Make a run for the grocery store for milk, bread, and eggs, and French toast for all. That's right. Fuck yeah, make some French toast. We both got the sniffles.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
maybe I
it was
gave it to you.
Maybe. I was thinking more just, I don't know. I only notice it when I get here. The only-
Well, I was
the only
okay
shit he get-
until
you know
I
what,
went
you
to
can-
my mom.
He said he gets,
My mom.
fuck that. You keep your hurricanes, buddy. I'll keep. Actually, you know what?
Oh yeah. Well, in Texas, apparently we get both hurricanes and snow.
And honestly, sometimes here, and Steven said he lives in Wisconsin. Yeah, he the same thing there. Like the winds will actually have hurricane force winds, but it's coming down with snow. So fuck that.
Oh my God, we had crazy wind here a couple nights ago.
Did you?
Like 50-mile-per-hour wind. It was knocking people's barbecue pits off their back porches.
Nice.
It was crazy. I was scared for my sad little pecan trees. I have pecan trees in my front yard
Yeah.
that were planted there when this house was built in the
Mhm.
1940s.
Yeah.
And they're some old ass trees. And I was scared. My friend lost her apple tree.
Oh,
It
no.
just boop. Yeah.
Phil said go to Fort Drum during the winter. I dare you. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, fuck no. My
No, but-
ex-husband's there. Nuh-uh. There's a couple reasons I don't go to Fort Drum.
Speaking that was one. So Jimmy's getting out.
Yeah, you had said that.
Yep, he's getting out. He got offered Fort Drum, Fort Polk, and Fort Hood. He's like, nah.
He said bye.
He said bye. See ya.
He said, nice try.
Yep.
Later.
And then he's like, well, what's the bonus? They're like, there is no bonus. He's like, you're not gonna give me a bonus to send me to Polk? Fuck you. Bye, see ya. He said he called and scheduled his tap class like in the office, in the retention NCO's office.
I don't blame him. That's
But-
insanity.
Here's what I don't understand. Like, you can't get on like Army Times or something like that, Military Times or whatever, and not see like how they can't fucking recruit anybody right now.
Yeah.
Right. We're not recruiting anybody, and the bonuses are huge. Right. Enlistment bonuses are huge. Why are re-enlistment bonuses not a thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you give someone like him like 10 grand, right? He's staying in.
That's a lot of money for him.
Yeah.
'cause he's young. He
But they're
wants,
but
you
they're
know.
like what's the enlistment bonus anymore? Like I think it's like 30, up to 30 for certain MOSs. You know what I mean? Why are you going to give some new private 30 grand when you can give someone who's been in 5 years 10 and
Yeah.
retain that person?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But it's always felt like the military hasn't given a shit about retention though.
Yeah. Well, because they always assume that there's going to be a bunch of new idiots that are willing to come in and take the slots of those guys that don't want to reenlist, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, holy shit.
What's this? What?
US Army bonus is up to 50K.
That's some bullshit.
Up to 50K. Holy shit.
Ugh. Good Lord. Mm.
What the shit? 50K. What with certain jobs? Yeah, I get that.
I have a lot of friends whose kids are going in the Air Force. Like nobody's going in the Army. All their kids are like Air Force, Navy, Air Force, Navy. I guess they treat their people better.
Up to 10K for airborne. You can earn $10,000 for attending U.S. Army Airborne School. becoming airborne qualified. And it can be combined with other enlistment bonuses.
Guess
Wow.
airborne wants them.
Jobs with bonuses. I'm curious now. I want to see what's gets a 50K bonus. So 40K special forces, that doesn't count. 15K bonus Bradley Fighting Vehicle System Maintainer.
I bet it's some medical MOS.
Holy shit. If you're a psychiatrist, up to 500K.
See, told you.
Ooh,
told you it was some medical shit.
$500,000, or no, that's not $500,000. Yeah, $500,000.
Yeah.
To be a psychiatrist in the Army? Fuck that.
Dude, can you imagine the burnout on that job, though? Because everybody in the military is bonkers. So that's got to have some serious burnout. I mean, one of them went postal for terroristic reasons, but still.
Huh. $40,000 for bridge crew member. What's that? 21 something. That'd be fucking easy as shit. You just drive a boat around, put a bridge together. Fuck that. 40K? Sign me up for that.
They'll all blow it on a car.
Dentist.
You get a charger.
Holy shit.
You get a charger.
Surgeons, thoracic surgeon, $600K.
Yeah.
Dentist, $150K. I'm
telling you that medical shit, those medical
signal
careers.
Intelligence jobs, special forces, military intelligence, interrogator. I want to be an interrogator. Radar repair, $15K. Intelligence analyst, $7.5. Human intelligence collector, $50K. Electromagnetic warfare specialist, $7,500.
I this month I joined January the 17th, 1996. Well, I didn't join, I shipped. That was my first day of basic training. I actually joined in July, but I did the depth thing because I just had a kid, like literally in February. So they didn't want to ship me until I was sure I was like physically fit. Whatever. Yeah. And so it would have been, well, how old is my son now? 29 years. 29 years this month.
So infantry is 40K.
And I joined up originally as a 71 Golf, which is medical administration, and I think I got 10K for my enlistment bonus.
Wow.
In 1996. And that was a lot of money in 1996.
Yeah, I got offered $5,000 in the Marine Corps and then took it away for some. I don't remember why. And basically, when you go to basic training, they find a reason to take everyone's bonus away because they're fucks. So
nope, I got mine, and my ex-husband supported the two kids while I was gone on that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Since he didn't have to work while I was gone to basic and AIT. He just used my bonus to
not
pay bills and live.
That's not
bad.
bad.
Pretty much.
So infantry's 40K. 19 kilo M1 armor crewman is 40K. EOD is 20. HIMARS rocket system crewman, $7,500. 40K special forces candidate. Cannon crew member 13 Bravo is $7,500. And then indirect fire infantryman. So what's that? 11 Charlie. It's 40K.
Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Because I think my computer went wonky.
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Wow.
You went dark.
Yeah.
Going
there
dark.
We go.
There he is. There he is. Going dark. But it was okay.
Yeah, my computer's acting wonky today. I think I need like an update or something.
Why are we giving out 40K fucking enlistment bonus
I don't know.
to kids and not giving them a fucking $10,000 re-enlistment bonus?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't like to work smarter, not harder, I guess. They missed that memo.
Phil said all those jobs have been put on USA Jobs. Fuck.
That's funny.
It is kind of funny. Oh, shit. Man, I can't believe we've been doing this a year.
Yep. A whole year.
Oh, yeah.
You've been my friend for a whole year.
Like a whole year.
What? It's our friendiversary.
It is. Oh,
I always got to make it girly somehow.
David says retention rates are higher than recruitment numbers. They should be. They should fucking be.
Yeah, you would think you would want to keep your
Because you got to pay. You got to pay. I mean, all that training ain't cheap.
No.
All that training is not cheap. I know welders make bank if they do it right in the right place. Yeah.
Bring out the chicken. I don't even know where the chicken is. Oh, the chicken's back there.
Oh no.
The chicken's on the shelf.
Oh.
Got the chicken on a shelf.
2023 Army made retention of 105 or 150%. Good. It should be fucking 200%. Keep people in. Like,
oh yeah, definitely keep people in.
Well, and like there's things you can do that are like free. You know what I mean? Give people a decent base to live on. Give them decent housing.
Quit blaming them for the mold in their own homes.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So I just noticed this was on my desk. I don't remember putting it there, but whatever. So this is what my son gave me for Christmas.
What is it?
It's a flask.
A giant flask. I can't. It's got like a shine on it. I can't read it.
It says Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Whiskey, Vodka, Tequila, Blitzen.
Nice. Love it.
That's what my kid gave me, a giant flask. Yeah. And socks with Twinkies on them. Because I love Twinkies. So if anybody ever wants to get me anything, get me Twinkies. I love Twinkies. It's my comfort food.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've got some great kids. No, not a Stanley Cup. Fuck that. I'm no.
I don't even play hockey. What do I need? I'm never going to win the Stanley Cup.
You know what? I have a Stanley, but it's green and it has a cup and a lid and it's huge and it was my dad's when I was a kid. That's the Stanley I have.
I've got my thermos. I have a Stanley thermos.
Yep. That's what I have. I have two of them, in fact. And one was my dad's from like the 1970s or something. I don't know. Probably older than I am.
Yeah, what the fuck is the hype with the Stanley Cup? But you know, it's just like the fucking Yeti cups and
white women will buy anything.
Fuck yeah, they will.
Another white woman buys it, they will get so excited and be like, "Oh, I gotta have that! Everybody's gotta have it.
Yeah,
gotta have it." I mean, mine looks like a Stanley. This looks like a Stanley, but guess what? It cost me $20 at the HEB. $20. That's it. $20. So and I don't care if it leaks, and I don't care if my ice doesn't stay cold for 3 days, because guess what? I drink my drink in a couple hours, so I don't need my ice to hang out for 3 days.
Phil said, I got an air fryer for my dad. He got it at a casino, but plot twist, it's in Celsius. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh Lord, his European Celsius.
Does it have an American plug on it at least? You gotta go dig in the black box, see if you have an adapter to plug in your wall. Oh, the amount of caucasity that would happen if Stanley and Starbucks did a collaboration, right?
Good Lord.
Yep, Holly's right. I use my 12-year-old Yeti, just replace the lids every few months. Me too.
Yeah.
And
then
have
a Yeti.
I do have a bottle, not a Hydro Flask, but it's just like it's like a Hydro Flask I use. And then I have like the neoprene or the plastic bottles from REI. I have a couple of those because I'm bougie like that. Yeah, I like REI. But I like to drink big bottles. I like to like measure my water at work.
Oh, I have a couple Tervis coffee mugs.
Okay,
those are really good.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right. And I have my Stanley thermos. That's probably vintage and worth a lot of money now.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's worth way more than the Stanley cups that are out now. I love my dad's Stanley thermos. I remember him leaving like at 5:30 in the morning to go to work because he was an electrician. And his Stanley thermos has like a handle, like it's a collapsible little like lunchbox handle.
Yeah,
Almost.
that's what my handle's got. Yeah,
and it's so cool, and I love it. We take it with us when we go camping or when we go on picnics.
I used to carry.
His was always full of coffee. Always.
So where I used to work, everyone had a thermos because you drank coffee all day.
Yeah.
And one of the guys would fuck with your shit if you like left it on your if you didn't leave it on your desk or whatever. Because like we meet in the mornings, we had little desks, right? Mm-hmm. And then so he would take the cup off the top and he would loosen the lid and then put the cup back on it. So you pick it up, you're carrying it back to your dump truck, whatever, and you get in the truck, and then you go to open it up to fucking get coffee.
And it's full of freaking coffee.
Spill hot ass coffee all over. Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's just rude.
Yeah, we used to fuck with each other a lot. That was fun. But
yeah, nobody at my office fucks with me. I think they're all a little bit scared to do it.
Yeah,
they're younger.
Oh, so I'm trying to debate the rest of the year, the rest of this next month or two coming up.
Okay.
So let me pull up this schedule, and we can kind of walk through this together. Actually, you know what? We won't do the whole thing, but so if I canceled practice tonight because I wanted to be here for our 1 year anniversary.
Yes. And I thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Right. So, but practice would normally start. I would need to be there in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not having practice for the next couple weeks. But we'll be able to have We'll be able to have shows after the beginning of February, I believe.
Okay.
So, because I don't think we could. We could do like a half-hour show, or we could start earlier.
And that's up to you. I get off work at 3:00, and Wednesdays are actually my work from home days. So I'm always home on Wednesdays. So it's completely up to you.
I mean, we could go.
I'm letting you dictate this.
Well, I want the audience to have a vote in this too, because I feel like a half-hour show. What is this? Let's cross. I don't know. Fuck you, Windows. Windows needs an update. Remind me later. But anyway, I want everyone to kind of have a Thursdays. I can't do Thursdays. That's Sergeant's time. We can't broadcast at the same time.
No, we have to do Wednesday.
I guess I don't. You know what? In all fairness, I'm not sure what day Ice is coming back, but it's pretty quick, I think. And I don't recall.
I'm looking at the schedule.
Dictator Tots. Yeah, Spanky's back the fuck off Thursday. No, and
he's off still. It looks like all of January.
Yeah, I don't. He's got a lot going on.
He doesn't come back till the beginning of March.
Oh shit. Well, maybe we
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like he comes back until the beginning of March.
Well, something to talk about. I think we should. I think we stay on Wednesdays though. I think that's the play.
Yeah, Wednesdays are good.
But we could start a little bit early or shorter, or we could just not do shows for the next 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then come back.
Stronger than ever.
We could come back in February. But I'd be down for maybe starting a little bit earlier, maybe starting a half hour earlier, and then just doing an hour show from like 5:30 my time to 6:30 my time. We could do that. Yeah, Holly says early. I wouldn't be 100% against that. You could do early. Just do a half hour. Do you want to do a half hour or an hour early? Which one do you want to do? Let's run it by the boss first.
Yeah,
make sure that
we'll run it by the higher ups.
Yeah, because
and then we'll let y'all know.
Because we usually everyone starts their shows at the same time. I don't want to mess up the rotation too bad, but that's the way we could still do a show. And because I miss this, I miss sitting down here and doing this. This is something that calms me.
Yeah,
something
I miss my little corner too. My little corner of my messy ass bedroom. Yeah, I don't want to see this disaster. It's.
I was gonna redo mine over the break and I didn't. So one of the I was at the bike shop, and they have like their wall is wood like mine, but it's like just it's different. It's more like a think like a pallet. How it's got like space in between it, right? Mm-hmm. And then they have LED lights behind it. And I was like, I could do
fancy,
but I could do that behind me and have like a flag and the LED lights behind it.
look
I thought
at
about doing that, but then I was like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work.
See, this is my dresser.
Yeah.
But I did do something nice. I hung a little sign on it.
I love it. Ooh,
Yeah, it says group therapy and it has drinks on it.
Davers asked, why does it make me calm? But I feel like when we do this show, in some way, we have a community, right?
And it's therapy.
It is. It's a sort of therapy. We tell stupid stories and we catch up with each other and we check in on each other and sometimes we
have gremlins.
Well, but no, sometimes we have like actual, real, informative information. Sometimes we just bullshit about nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, bikes. It's like pedal bikes, not like motorcycles. And they have a lot there.
Cross country, right?
Yeah.
Like road bike.
Both.
Bike.
There's cross country, downhill stuff. But I mean, like, I guess I've been doing this show. Not this show we've been doing for a year, but I've been doing the radio for a couple of years now, several years now. And it just feels like I think everyone does it. It's like being part of this veteran community, being active in it. Because I mean, like, I'm a life member of the VFW, and I go there never. I should go there more. I feel like I should go there more. I actually do. But I mean, I do. We do work. I'm on the board for our local area. We do like some different veterans groups. We have like a Northern Hills Veterans Coalition I'm part of and stuff like that. So I'm pretty active in stuff around here, but I feel like when I do this, that I don't know, maybe we're helping, maybe we're not. I hope we're not. I hope we're not making things worse. But I feel like anytime we can provide a place for veterans to hang out together, we're doing a service, and it's calming to me. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I think it is. I like that I get to come on, and even our little, 10 minutes prior to show when I get to catch you up on everything. Like, I haven't talked to him at all. We've sent reels back and forth and TikToks back and forth, but we haven't caught up with each other's lives since the break because both of us have been so busy. And this is kind of our woosah. This is our little place where we can just kind of chill and talk about whatever and shoot the shit with y'all. And
if you have questions, ask away. Spanky with Sean, hanging out with Sean. Actually, I haven't seen Sean for a minute. Every time I go over there, he's like gone. He's in trainings and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Because Spanky went up there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was like during our hiatus too.
Yeah, she was up there. She was up there a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I like it. I like being part of this. I like being, I like inviting people into my life and I guess like fix military problems, planning and providing the MDMP center of gravity themes. I don't know what MDMP means. What's MDMP? I love the fix military problems. I actually love fix military problems because I think that I'm concerned civilians, not military, see jacked up issues. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's you know what though? I'll say that like that. I think that as veterans and service members, we have a community, right? Where we have things, military decision-making process. Okay, yeah. But, okay, so we have a community and, like, we're indoctrinated in this community, right? We all kind of have been, even at different times, whether you're all the way from a Vietnam era veteran to now, like, we have this...
We all have a common bond.
Yeah. But we in this camaraderie in this fraternity that we have, people on the outside see things that we do as right, wrong, and different, right? But that's the same thing with the police force. It's the same thing with first responders. It's the same thing with the UAW. It's the same thing with every group kind of has like this way. If someone on the outside looks in, they see it as something's being jacked up. And I think we look at problems differently. I look at problems differently than the way my wife looks at problems. My wife my wife was never in the service, but and I think sometimes she thinks I'm a sociopath because like something happens and instead of having an emotional response, I immediately think of ways to fix that response, right? I think most of us do. That's kind of, that's drilled into it. It's a part of that military decision-making process. Like, you have to think about, you know, you can sit around and cry about it, but that's not fixing the fucking problem, right?
Yep. Exactly.
You come up with a plan of attack and then execute that plan to the best of your ability. That's just how it fucking works, right? And so, and I take that into getting a flat tire or the dog died or whatever the fucking problem is. And I think that I carry, you know, I know that I carried that on into my life. I've been out for 10 years. So I think that's part of, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but, you know, people look at me and when something happens, like my dog dies or, you know, whatever, and I don't have an emotional response to it, I just, you know, well, what's the next right thing? What do I need to do next? And that lack of emotion makes people think I'm a sociopath. Where I have that emotion, I just don't express it because it's not going to do any damn good. So I think that I don't know if that's a problem per se. I think it's actually advantageous to have that. But I can see where you take somebody like, I don't know, my wife who's never been in that situation, and it, you know, can concern her a little bit. So
yeah.
But
we recently had a big message thing come out from the local middle school. An 8th grader in my grandson's school was in an ATV accident and he passed away. And they sent out this email, you know, counselors will be on site if your kids have any questions, you know, to discuss this. We just want to give you a heads up. That way, if your child's having any problems, you know, we can all talk about it. And my first response was, okay, well, it sucks and it's awful. And I hate that, you know, a 14-year-old kid died. But if my kid didn't know that kid, which he didn't, I mean, he knew who he was, but he didn't know him. They weren't friends. I mean, I'm like, he's not gonna need a counselor. He'll just tell me, hey, so-and-so died. Oh, well, how do you feel about that? Whatever.
Right.
Okay, move on.
Yep.
You know, and I think that might be more of a military type response because I was in a local coffee shop because this is still technically a small town. And there were moms just losing their minds over it. Oh, my poor kid. This is going to just stress her out so bad. And I'm like, did your daughter know him? Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, no, she didn't know him.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, and I kind of think it's that same way with military veteran mentality with a lot of stuff.
Davers had
we have to look at it differently.
He says, do privates not look at this page where to post dumb stuff without properly understanding the right way to fix it first? I think the problem with that, okay, some of the stuff that's posted is dumb. I'll say that. Some of the stuff especially on the main page he's posted is dumb. But the majority of the stuff is dumb fucking commands and dumb leaders. And leaders, NCOs, and officers who are ignorant to the plight of the enlisted. Okay. I'm an NCO. Yeah. I got out as a staff sergeant. Okay. And Sergeant Radar, tried very hard to take care of my troops. Okay. I tried very hard to make sure that my guys and gals were taken care of. Okay. That was my job as their staff sergeant. Right. And I think that mentality does not extend all the way through the military. And people do things like, oh, one guy got a DUI, better close down the whole fucking base, kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that do those individuals get amount of understanding and support to fix all this dumb stuff? I hope so. But what we're doing, here's the problem. And this is what the whole auspice of U.S. Army WTF Moments is to bring those to light and show those leaders that there is a problem. Okay. Yeah. We've had just very recently 2-star generals sit there and say something like mold in the barracks is a discipline problem. Mold in housing is a discipline problem. Hey, sir, it ain't the fucking private's job to fucking clean the HVAC systems out. It ain't the fucking private's job to fix the fucking plumbing behind the walls. It ain't the fucking private's job to fucking fix the holes in the roof. That is the people who run housing. It is a housing problem. It is not a discipline problem. And so until people like that start under fucking standing what's going on in their command, this webpage and ones like it need to keep calling shit like that out.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
And whether it be a fucking a first sergeant who's trying to make up his own regulations to the 670-1, or a fucking colonel making fucking dumb shit decisions, or people, missing movement or whatever, it's our responsibility as service members to police our own. And I think what U.S. Army WTF Moments, the main page, is about is helping police our own and doing something, bringing these things to light to make sure that these mistakes don't happen anymore. Because these are the things that actually affect the morale and well-being and discipline of our troops and ultimately their safety. And these issues need addressed. And for years, decades, this shit has been swept under the rug.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be a legal requirement, need for assistance with congressional oversight? Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. But here's the thing. When privates or specialists or sergeants say shit, and then that didn't happen in my base. That didn't happen in my command. Oh, rape? That didn't happen around here. That will happen on my watch. Yeah, it does, sir. It does.
So don't deny it.
And we need to fucking take care of our own. That is the whole point of all of this. And there are issues from mold in the barracks to soldiers getting, talking to my son today. His command, Circle X is fucking, shit on 5988s, sends the fucking trucks out. Truck breaks down on the fucking Autobahn. You know who pays the fucking fine? The dude driving the fucking truck. Fucking a private or a specialist cannot tell his motor sergeant, hey, I'm not taking that fucking truck out. Because they Circle X's in the fucking truck, and anyway, truck breaks down, and the Joe gets fucking ticket. How fucked up is that? That kind of bullshit right there is what needs to be fucking brought out and put on lockdown so it gets fucking fixed.
Because if you keep it behind closed doors, it's going to not get done.
Yep.
If somebody doesn't call you out in fucking public, I'm sorry, this keeping it behind closed doors bullshit is bullshit.
I 100% wish that people always did the right thing, but they simply do not.
Yep. And that's why sometimes stuff has to go public.
Yep. I wish that, when things were brought up, but unfortunately, especially now that we're in a peacetime environment, all people give a shit about is their fucking awards and decorations and their fucking inspections and all that other bullshit. Look how many missions my guys did. Well, my fucking, I was talking to my son today, and he went on, of the past 11 months, he was on mission for 10 and a half of it. On mission, 10 and a half of those months. And then his fucking platoon sergeant had the audacity to ask, do you think we work you guys too hard? The fuck, dude? Over the course of 12 months, he spent less than 6 weeks down. Less than 6 weeks down to fucking take care of his personal shit. But if called out, did the chain of command do something? I hope so. I fucking hope so. If not, then their chain of command needs to go the whole way the fuck up. These things need fixed. This is the shit this is the real world shit. And like I said, it's everything from fucking rape and misuse of government funds, assault, fucking drug abuse, name it. There's all different. That's the thing. And all of these things need fixed. All of it needs fixed. And I don't have time tonight to go through all the list of things that are wrong with the fucking military. I don't. But there's a lot but here's the thing though. There's a lot right about it too.
Yes.
And that's
we can't just harp on the wrong.
Yep. So, but how? But that's the whole point is how? How do we fix it? if we call it out, because here's the thing, if you know, and this is where I struggle with what we do a little bit. Like, okay, the people that come up with all these fucking requirements to go on leave, right? You got to have it fucking,
oh my God.
You know what
They're
I mean?
Insane.
But maybe first sergeants don't know how to actually do that. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't actually know. Maybe they're like, think it's a good idea. Well, hey, these fucking guys aren't taking care of their shit. 'Cause here's the deal. I understand fucking privates are fucking dog shit, right? And they're probably red on med pros and they're red on this and they fucking they didn't get their DTS done and shit like that. Whatever fucking requirement that these guys have to go on leave.
Yeah.
They're doing that. That first sergeant is fed up with everyone being red on med pros, right? That first sergeant is being fed up. But here's the deal too. You got to give them time to go to fucking medical. You got to give them time to go to dental.
Give them time to take care of it, then they're not going to get out of the red.
But then you've got, on the flip side, you've got it
fucking months.
But on the flip side, you got a first sergeant who's like me, right? If I ever picked up first, I'm like, take care of your shit, dude. And then next thing you know, that fucking private's at fucking dental 6 times a week. You know, there's a give and take here. And this is where we have to like balance that. We're trying to be a balance sheet, I guess.
Got to find that happy medium somewhere.
Yeah. And so it's a, I don't know. It's a big, long process and there's no right answers. But we just have to keep chugging along. And I think that as long as we keep calling out mistakes and I wish that there was more posts from people who were doing the right thing. And unfortunately, if there's a unit that's just doing all the right things all the time, they don't get exposure.
The bad always overshadows those good things. I mean, people ask me all the time, the way the military is and the way the military has always been, do you regret it? Do you wish you hadn't, blah, blah, blah. Would you do it all over? Yeah, I would. I would re-enlist. I would do it all over. I would go back if given the chance and do it again. In fact, I would not only do it again, but I'd do it better because I did some fucked up shit. I was not a perfect soldier. I was not a perfect NCO. I tried my best. I screwed some stuff up. I did some stuff really good, but I don't regret any of my time in the service.
Right.
Even with the bad shit. There's so much other good stuff that I got from the military that I would do it again, but I would do it again better. You know?
Well, and I wish that like I said, talking to my son today, and I wish that, I mean, the world being what it is, I do feel bad because he got kind of screwed with COVID and everything else. I get that.
Yeah, he didn't have that. And my son kind of had an issue too when he went in. And I feel bad.
Yeah, the members get PCS if there's no problems, right? But I look at I go back to my son. I wish he would have got a different unit. I wish he had a different command. I wish the world would have been in a different place. Getting stationed in Germany should be fucking the highlight of your life when you're 19, 20, 21 years old.
It was the highlight of mine, and I was 30.
That sounds fucking fun as shit. I would love to go to Germany for 3.5 years or whatever and fucking get drunk and have fun and chase women and fucking do whatever. That sounds like a blasty blast. If you'd have sent me over there at 20 years old, he was 20 years old when he got there. If you'd have sent me there at 20 years old, holy shit, I'd probably have like 30 German babies by now. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I went over there 30, married with kids,
right?
And my kids loved it.
Yep.
My kids were old enough to remember it all, and my kids still to this day tell people, "Oh yeah, the best duty station my mom ever had was when we got to go and live in Germany for 3 years. It was great. It was awesome. Yep. That's all this cool stuff." And I've got 2 kids that have served. I've got one that had more of a military career like your son.
Yep.
It just wasn't, it didn't live up to what he wanted it to be and what it could have and should have been. He had a horrible unit. He had a horrible command, and it went sideways fast.
Yeah.
Now my daughter, her very first command was crap. It really was. But luckily I have a very strong daughter who stood up for herself and stood up for the bullshit and didn't let it get her down. And as soon as that one person in command was gone, she's just been going up and up and up and up ever since then.
Yep.
And she loves the military. She loves the life. She loves the career. She loves her job. She loves the people she works with. I mean, and that makes me happy that at least somewhere, someone I know is getting something good out of their military career. Because we still have a hand in the military life because we have children that are serving,
right,
currently serving.
So well, I've got friends who are in yet. I've got, you know, I try to maintain those relationships with people.
Me too. I have an old PFC. She was my soldier. She had a shit fucking time. She had a hard life as a teenager before she came in. She had a hard life when she first came in, you know, being a private away from everything and adjusting to that life. She had a very bad marriage, a lot of shit she went through. I mean, crazy shit she went through. She's Command Sergeant Major now.
Right.
She has turned her military career into something freaking amazing. It could have gone the other way.
Yep.
It could have very quickly gone the other way. She could have gotten into trouble. She could have, you know, bucked everything, said screw it, and gotten out. And she didn't. And she followed the directions and the opinions or the advice of those ahead of her, over her. Right. She had good NCOs, and we helped her to see that it doesn't have to go bad.
Right.
It can get better. And now she's doing for soldiers what she says I did for her.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good about my service. If nothing else in my service I ever did, at least I've got that one soldier who still contacts me and says, you know what, you helped me. Because you helped me, I move forward.
Yep.
And I'm hoping to make the Army a better place than it was when I came in.
Well, I think if everyone did that, if everyone made the Army a better place, then it'd be great. It'd be
instead of them saying, well, they treated me that way, so that's how I'm going to treat you.
Yup. It would be the great place. Oh, yeah. Anyway, on that note, on that bombshell, it's time to end. So
yeah, we're doing an early show tonight,
we are doing an early show. I gotta bounce here in about less than 10 minutes. So but I want to we will talk about, hopefully we'll be back next week. I'll talk to the boss offline. If nothing else, we'll be back in a couple weeks. But is there any guests
for coming out?
Is there any guests? Do you see any guests? I didn't see any guests, did you?
No, I don't see any guests coming up.
Yep.
I was looking at the calendar and no, I don't see anything coming up in the next week.
Ooh, I'm not going to touch this, but I love this question. Come back, Davers. I want to hit on these things. I think we could really get some good shows of this. Wouldn't leadership be better if they taught behavioral health diagnoses to leaders? Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we've had that discussion before.
Yep. I will harp on mental health.
Definitely come back and chat with us again.
Yep.
You had some great stuff.
Yep. So, but we're gonna wrap it up. I'll go down the normal show lineup. I don't know with what schedules we're gonna have, but we'll just go a normal week when everyone's here on WTF Nation Radio. We've been listening to the Smoke Pit. We are here every Wednesday. On Thursdays, it's Sergeant Time with Ice and Spanky. They're still on a little hiatus, but they'll be back soon. Then Friday night is Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie. Saturday is a Don's a Day.
They are off this Friday.
They are off this Friday. So they are on every other Friday. So Saturday is a Don's a day of no spanky activities. We will not be here. We will spend Saturdays with our families. Sundays is Sports Bar with the actual King Smith and Coach.
They are on.
Just wrapped up fantasy football. That sucked. And then Monday night is the Monday edition with Ice and Massey. And then Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior with CQ and one of his harem. And then Wednesday comes back to us Wednesday nights. So I will be here. Yeah, we'll either plan on doing a really short show or we'll plan on doing coming in an hour early.
But we'll put it on the pages.
Yep. I really want to do an hour early. I really want to start at 5 instead of 6. So So that'd be like
Whatever
7.
works.
It'd be 7 Eastern instead of 8 Eastern. So that will be the plan. So, all right. Well, I need to shut everything down. I'll let us leave here with some Turnpike Troubadours, and we will see everybody next week. Shots.
Bye.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.